Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to go over some real estate forecasts, and we're going to use the Zillow as for the next 12 months of the real estate housing forecast. Very exciting news. So, welcome back to Seewing Yi, and my co-host is Julie. How are you, Julie?
Hi, good morning, Seewing. How are you?
Fine, thank you so much. A lot of things to cover on this quick topic. So, let's go over the headline here. Is where home prices are headed.
That's always a good topic.
I know is you always if you're whether you're a primary home buyer or whether you're an investor, you always to make your decision based on the future of a particular housing market. And this kind of data you're going to be hearing could be one of the things you need to learn in order to make an informed decision. So
Right.
without further ado, so headline is where home prices are headed according to Zillow's most latest updated forecast. And this article came from Resi Club. Resi Club is an up-and-coming real estate data analytical company. They're really doing well. They have some very good, concrete, objective economic and housing data, which is very, very good. I really love it. A lot of people love it. Lance Lambert, by the way, is the CEO of Resi Club. For the foreseeable future, Julie, we're going to reference a lot of our podcasts from the data coming from Resi Club, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Resi Club reported that Zillow's latest forecast expects U.S. home prices to rise a mere 0.9%, almost 1%,
Right.
next 12 months from July 2024 to July 2025. Okay. So at least their forecast doesn't say anything about lowering or the home value. So that's a good sign, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. For those of us that own property, that's a good sign.
Any positive forecast that indicates a slight home growth would take it. According to Zillow, U.S. home prices as measured by the Zillow Home Value Index increased by 2.8% from July 2023 to July 2024. Zillow's latest revised forecast, they did another revised forecast, which is fine. Expect U.S. home prices to rise 0.9% over the next 12 months from July 2024 to July 2025.
Right.
As you can see on this graph, year-over-year shift in U.S. home prices for the past 24 years, right? We all experienced this very one-time historic home price crash, economic crash, the global financial crisis, for that matter, back in 2008, 2009. It's the only trend that went down in the 100-year history of the U.S.
Interesting. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, Julie, the only other time housing prices decreased significantly was during the 1929 depression.
Stock market crash. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because
That's amazing.
none of us were alive back in 1929, so we have not experienced what happened, right? If you have grandparents that may have experienced
Yes.
time frame, you might hear some war stories about it. But
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing.
yeah, other than that, and other than the 2008 crash, home prices has been very steady and have gone up from 2009 all the way up to today. Actually, it's been very steady growth. 2009 to 2019, before the pandemic, we have seen some very consistent year-over-year appreciation market. Over the time, our investors, Julie, you came to our investment club only a couple of years ago, but even before then, wow, the few investors that pulled the trigger, that bought those investment homes back in 2011 to 2020,
Right.
they have done so well. A handful of them.
Yes.
The rest of them that did not pull the trigger in the past 15 years, they're left with the comment, it could have, should have, would have.
Yeah. That's so interesting. At the height of the pandemic, they skyrocketed. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's right. Then, of course, the pandemic came. Then we saw 3% mortgage rate back in 2021, and
Right.
prices skyrocket again.
Yeah. That's amazing.
From like April 2020 to like May of 2022, the 18 months time frame.
Right.
When the pandemic housing boom, where the mortgage rate was 3% or thereabout, we have seen some skyrocketing home prices during that very small window. Again, once again, a handful of investors that have the wherewithal to pull the trigger and buy those relatively inexpensive homes back in this pandemic boom. Made out, they made a killing. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the rest of us, the rest of the majority who lack of courage, I don't know, based on fear, they sat on the sideline and they missed the 18 months pandemic real estate housing boom opportunity. Then the mortgage rate shot up in the middle of 2022 from 3-4% into all the way up to 8% in the latter part of 2022. That causing some slight correction. No, this graph is very misleading. It's not like that.
Yeah.
We went through slight housing correction where the mortgage rate skyrocketed because the Federal Reserve waited too long to increase the mortgage rate. They waited 18 months too long. The second half of 2022 until now, the mortgage rate skyrocketed from 3% to 7 to 8% in the past 24 months. And now we are seeing a mortgage rate coming back down to 6.2%. Having said that, you know what's weird? Based on this mortgage rate volatility in the past 24 months, guess what, Julie? Housing prices nationwide have not gone down.
Interesting. Wow.
The cost of borrowing, the cost of money skyrocketed from 3 to 8%. And yet, nationwide, the housing prices in the past 24 to 36 months have not gone down in value. Read my lips.
That's interesting.
Julie, why you feel that's the case? Why the housing market is so resilient? Even though the housing crash bros, they kept, if the housing going to crash in the past few years, it did not happen. What do you think? What do you think the reason why?
Oh, I just think that people do understand the value of property, and it doesn't matter, barring something catastrophic, like you said, not since 1929. That's 90 years between 1929 and 2009. That's a lot of years of growth where people in our time, our generation, have been able to experience that. So people understand the value of property and that really there's never a bad time to buy it, but you can't wait too long. Then there's opportunity. But yeah, people just get the value of money. There's only so much property. There's only so much land, and you have to take advantage of what's available.
Yeah, what you just said, there's only so much land. There's not enough land. There's not enough housing supply. Right? We talk about the lock-in effect. The majority of today's homeowners that refinanced back in 2021 to a historic low mortgage from 3 to 6%, 3 to 5%, they are locked in. We discussed that.
Right. Yes.
They're not going to sell. If the majority of homeowners are locked in, they're not going to sell. There's not enough supply of inventory.
Absolutely.
So, sort of one, people don't understand the continual lack of supply of inventory and the pent-up demand, even with a higher mortgage rate, is stabilizing the housing market.
Right. Exactly.
Now that mortgage rate has gone down systematically throughout the last few months, all the way down to 6.2% as we speak, we can see a floodgate. We're going to see demand coming back. I believe we can see a surge, especially the rest of this year, 4 months remaining, how time flies. Okay. We may see a little bit of uptick in terms of home buying transactions and what have you nationwide.
Yes.
But if mortgage rates continue, if the mortgage rate go down below 6% for next year, 2025, we can see another big surge. Not similar to, we'll never see a 2021 surge. When the mortgage rate psychologically goes below the magical 6% into 5.99 or 5.75 into psychological step, we're going to see a floodgate.
I said, 100%.
People can get off the sidelines. All those people that are sitting on the sidelines, they're going to into the market and they're going to create more competition.
Yes.
More demand, more competition, and the supply of inventory, whether it's new construction, they're not going to have enough new construction to accommodate everyone. And the resale homes, you and I discussed, they still have this lock-in effect situation. I can't see where the supply can come from to meet the upsurge, the floodgate demand. I believe beginning 2025, that's my prediction, Julie. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. In the springtime, when February, March of next year, 2025, you'll have a strong spring market anyway, right?
You're right.
From seasonality. But if the mortgage rate comes below 6%, we can see some tremendous upsurge of people bidding on all the homes. And we're going to see some resemblance of multiple offers or competition. So my takeaway for people, especially for real estate investors, you buy right now, lock in on your purchase price, because we still have some sort of a buyer's market situation.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So we have a small window of buyer's market right now. The amazing incentives, right? Sellers incentive, rate buy down, free property management for the next 2 years, and they pay some of the closing costs. These are great incentive deals from the seller, from the builders. If you don't take advantage of this great incentive, they're going to be gone. You have very little competition right now because people, we're out right now in September. It just frustrated me. Not enough risk investors pulling trigger right now when they can get so many great deals without any competition. Guess what? If the investors continue to wait for the rest of this year and into next year, when if the rates come down below 6%, they could be competing against other investors.
Correct.
For very little inventory.
And home buyers.
Home buyers and investors.
Home buyers. Yeah.
Everybody going to jump into the market. The creek up, floodgate, and bidding war, multiple offers, and a home prices will in more competition. Home prices will rise.
Right.
The deals you want today, the good deals you can want today, they could be gone. Even if they're not gone 6 months from now, if you wait until the rest of the third market, you're competing against so many people later. You'll be paying a higher price.
I agree 100%. Yeah. So take advantage of it now before the crowd. Yes.
Pull the trigger now, September 2024. Read my lips.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's conclude this. Okay, Zillow. Let's get back to Zillow. Zillow economists, they said, looking beyond 2024, easing inflation and more accommodating mortgage rates should improve affordability slightly. This would help stimulate housing activity with both new listings and sales listing over the longer term. And also now, this graphic is going to surprise some of us within our investment network in a good way. Okay.
Interesting.
According to the largest 100 metros, according to Resi Club and Lance Labber, Resi Club, 5 metros with the highest forecasted 12 months home price growth is, roll the drum, please.
Drum roll.
Nashville, Tennessee, New Haven, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, McAllen, Texas, Hartford, Connecticut. So what this thing means to you? Okay, let me tell you what it means to me. We have markets, we have investment properties to promote already. You and I discussed this in South Texas. You are right in the middle of a housing boom, albeit a very small housing boom. Okay, housing growth market. This is what's happening. We have fourplex, 539K brand new construction fourplex that meets the 1% rule.
Yes. Okay. Interesting. That's amazing.
Who said there's no more 1% rule? 1% rule means if you buy a property for $200,000, the rent will be $2,000. 1% multiplied by the purchase price, that would be a gross monthly rent. We still have the 1% rule in the growth market.
That's awesome.
Go figure. By the way, the region, the 5 metros with the highest growth in Syracuse, New York, guess what? Syracuse, New York is only about 1 hour east of Buffalo, Niagara Falls.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, Syracuse is upstate.
New York, similar to Buffalo, Niagara Falls. So that region, the region of Buffalo, Niagara Falls and Syracuse, New York, that 100-mile radius region up to New York, we're seeing some growth. A lot of people don't know that.
We like that.
I like that because you like that because you
Yes, I like that because that's where all of our properties are up in that area.
exactly. And the 6 rental property you purchased in Brooklyn, Niagara Falls 3.5 years ago, have they not increased in value by 20-30%?
Oh, they really have. Yeah, I'm just amazed at the growth. I mean, you don't really think of that as a high growth market, but yeah, it's gone up significantly.
Yep, absolutely. Of course. And finally, now people know, see, if you did not watch this podcast, you would not have known this kind of unique data information that we provided you, right? Lastly, there are 5 metros with the lowest forecasted 12 months price growth. New Orleans, San Francisco, Baton Rouge, Austin, Honolulu. I'm not going to discuss that. My takeaway is Zillow forecasts are really no different than other forecasts put out there, either by Riffin or Realtor.com or Morgan Stanley. All these forecasters out there, like economists, they pretty much saying the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
Expect a steady growth, nothing outrageous, normal, healthy market for the future. But no one knows the future, right? No one have a real crystal ball, even those economists, right? But we can only go with the trends. What are the trending? What are the data, the factual data, not those stupid, inaccurate, misleading, unethical data that are put together by those stupid crash housing bros, the doomers out there. Anyway, takeaway is once again, there's always an opportunity in many sub-markets in the U.S. The U.S. housing market is very large. There are 2,000 counties. There are 4,000 cities in the U.S. You have to pinpoint what specific area is good for you to invest. After you've been part of our network for a while, you know the sub-markets that we have in place. Or in the growth markets, the data support everything.
We've had a lot of success with our properties, and you've got some other really great areas that we would definitely be interested in getting into. And I think that taking advantage of your services and this information that you're providing every week, it's priceless. It's been life-changing for us and just really has changed the trajectory of our future for our retirement. My husband is still working right now, but when he retires, we will have a nice cushion and be set.
That's why I love mentorship. I love coaching. Professors like you who are very motivated, who have good value, who value the time and resources and network that we have. I really appreciate working with you and a number of investors that we have on our database. Thank you. And
thank you. Thank you for your time.
So as we conclude, if people out there watching our podcast, if you got any value whatsoever from this podcast, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment below. Let me know what you think. Let us know what you think of the data that we put in and how it's affecting your own financial goals and objectives, where you live and where. Any questions you have, please make a comment. Write to our email, our website below. We put your email on our website and you will become a free member of our real estate investing community, whereby each and every day, or mostly through your email inbox, you will receive free real estate education, investing education, and free real estate investment opportunities to achieve your own financial freedom goal.
Absolutely.
I'll see you guys next week for another episode of real estate investing, housing market, housing. Thank you so much.